The project in Thailand is something I've sort of inherited. So my professor in New Zealand, Charles Heim, he ran the project there for many years. We took over the project in 2007 from here. So in a sense, I've almost sort of academically grown up working with this one community, and it's great. We have a lot of friends there and we work closely with the community. It's an important relationship. I think it's just turn around. One of the things about it is that we are investigating ways that we can contribute to the community. So instead of just going there as archaeologists and I guess extracting things, finding information and publishing it and telling a story, we're working closely with the community through the whole process. We provide some employment for the community. There's been quite a neat project led by one of the local universities there, using our sort of data as a core to develop a local museum, and hopefully that's going to provide some tourism income for the local people. And as we go forward, one of the things we're trying to do at the moment is to design our research questions in the future in cooperation with the people in the local area. So there's about 15 villages in the local sub-district, and we want to try and make sure the benefits of, we bring money in when we do research projects as well as knowledge and information and things, to try and share that around, to try and combine the sorts of questions we want to answer archaeologically with the interests of the local people in terms of getting everybody involved in the community with what we're doing. So one of the things that we're doing, we have an ongoing project just out of Townsville, where we've been looking at, in order to have some fieldwork opportunities for our fourth year students, we started a project working with what was then the Thurungar City Council and now the Townsville City Council, looking at an old Cobb & Co hotel site at the base of the range. So as you go west from Townsville, back when Townsville was just being established as a city, it was a port that served this road which went out to the gold fields and the opening pastoral lands in the 1860s and 1870s. So we started working on that project because some local people were quite keen to make sure that the site was recognised and preserved and recorded. And that site has since been recorded on the Queensland Heritage Register. And it's also become the PhD project for one of our students as well. So now we've been going there every year for almost 6 years now, I think. And we just spend a week or so of field work at a time, and we're getting little bits of information about this community that was there 150 odd years ago and is now completely gone. Every year we're just building up a little bit more information. And so this year, every year there's a Heritage Day event in Townsville, and so our PhD student Marion will be talking about the research there and sort of feeding that back into the community, and there's a lot of local people who are quite interested in understanding how Townsville developed as a community. So that's one thing that we're doing. And I think our work in Thailand, but also our work in Laos, are about not just recovering information, but about providing that more detailed history for local people who, at those sites we're looking, or in those places we're looking at in times when there aren't any written histories, we don't know anything about that history. In both places, sort of states have come in and developed histories and things in more recent times, and the long local history has, in a sense, been forgotten. So this gives people in small communities a really good sense of how long they've been around, their sort of contribution to the societies. Where we work in Laos, we're working with a large mining company. They're mining copper and gold up there, and it's a very poor part of the country. So there can be a feeling that there was nothing there before the big modern mining company came in and started opening it up. But what we're finding there is that pretty much everywhere that the mining company goes to mine, where they've got dozens and dozens of geologists and millions of dollars of equipment to survey and to locate where these ore sources are, we're finding that people were there mining copper 2,000 or 3,000 years ago already.
Wow.
So and for the local people there, I think for some people at least, it's a feeling that, we really have been here for a long time, we have done interesting things. We're working with this modern company, but it starts to sort of even up the relationship a little bit.